Alright, today I'm going to be showing today I'm going to be trying to find out every combination, like every synergy between each element. So first let's start with Toxic, my personal favorite. Okay, but here's what we're going to start down the line. Wind. So if you use the basic attacks guy, you get this nice explosion, decent radius, increases it, and they do get a bit of poison effect. And it creates a little cloud. Next up is the abilities. So when combining the cloud and this, you get not only the cloud but the tornado. However, you can create the tornado using the wind one. Like this. Alright, next up is lightning. So with standard attacks, you got this little thing. It can stun you. I couldn't have it happen, so hopefully now it'll work. Doesn't seem to work, but it normally stuns people. Oh well. Here's an example of what it does. Let's see if I can get it to work now. No, wait. Yeah, see if you step on, it just gives a normal, but normally it does our stuff. Alright, moving on. The Frost Continent. So when you use the Frost, it freezes it. So you can just continue skating down. So Frost kind of negates it. How do you do the ice path thing? Oh wait, no, I think it has to be your primary, but let's say you shoot with the ice. Then immediately you get this giant cloud of smoke. Well, not smoke. But yeah, it's like a frozen cloud. Alright. Moving on. Here. See, this automatically will freeze up. And look, if you use their ability, if the ice uses their ability and the uses the toxic ability, it'll create this ice cloud that if people walk in, they'll get slowed down and eventually frozen. It's a nice little thing. Alright, moving on to fire. If you didn't notice, this is probably one of the easiest to notice, but it creates green fire. Now let's say, yeah, do that first and then do that. Once again, green fire. Same thing goes for that, except it creates this little short burst. It's firewall, it creates the green filters instead. But once again, with the smoke effect, it just like creates that little flame tornado thing. There is none really with the earth. I can test it to show you. But yeah, nothing happens. Maybe the boulder, I mean, but I don't think it does. Sorry about that. Yeah, nothing seems to happen. Alright, moving on. So our next one will be like So there's none visible with fire. I know that one. But you already saw it with the toxic, so don't gotta worry about that. So if you create a tornado, you can create a thunderstorm, a lightning nado. Now there is no basic attack synergy. As you can see, there's nothing for lightning since lightning got a unique one. Now, fire gauntlet. Nothing happens again with fire and the lightning combination. Now, remember, these will also damage you. Like, anything used in that affects the ground will damage you too. But the same thing for with the firewall. There's nothing that happens. However, with the ice, this will all be different when I have it as like the main thing. I believe you can make an ice trail, but there's nothing right now. Once I get out the ice, here we are. See, there is once again nothing. Same thing with the stone. Alright, moving on. If I miss any, please tell me. Up next is stone. So first, we use the wind. Now, the wind will put out the fires even. So that's something to remember. If you want to put out fire, just use your wind ability on it. Now, let's say you want flame nado. Just fire and wind. Now, the wind can also put out the wall of fire if someone tries to trap you in with it. So that's always a useful feature to have. As long as someone's using the not fire. There's no fire ones outside previously, and toxic I've already shown, but with the frost, once again, the fire puts it to put it out. See? Moving on to the stone. So with the stone, it actually does have an interaction. You can make a trail. Use it to cancel fire fists, stone effects. And let's say you have your nice wall of fire and you want to throw a boulder. How about a flaming boulder? And use a flaming meteorite stuck in the ground. That's always fun to avoid. Once again, by using an attack through fire, you create a wave of fire, doing extra damage. And you can keep on using it and using it to make the same fire practically infinite. Till you run out of mana, and yeah. Alright, moving on. Ice. So, ice trail faster. Faster. I might just not know how to make the ice trails. Yeah, okay, there we go. See? Ice trail. And you can slide it all. That's a very nice feature to get around in. Alright, I guess I'm starting off with lightning. Lightning can create that wave of electricity, but let's say you want to make it with the ice. You can do the same thing. No effect there. Once again, with the ice trails, let's say someone's trying to follow you, quickly zap it with lightning so they can't follow you. That's my advice for that one. Wind. I really don't think there is one with wind. Ooh, it can actually break the ice. And let's say you and it leaves that ice trail that slows them instead of speeds them up. So then say someone's following you once again, just jump out of the way, use the wind, and it will slow them down if they're not paying attention. So it looks like you can create... Oh, did that get rid of it? Or is that just me? Not sure. I'll come back to check it, maybe. No, screw it. I can form around. Phew. I don't know why I always press that. I'm used to on Minecraft, that's like my sprint button. So it appears the ice doesn't have any effect with the tornado. Alright, moving on to toxic. Once again, you can use this ice trail to freeze the toxic. Moving on. Fire. So let's say they have that nice fire you're worried about, so you slowly charge up your attack. And here, if someone tries to fire, it instantly gets burnt out, meaning you can practically use it to negate. Remember, when the ice gets melted, it will create this little smoke screen. So you could possibly have a three-way synergy with the toxic and ice creating the giant ice ball, then using fire, but I believe that will also like create you know, the toxic cloud too. Let's say you want to use your nice wall of fire, you can just negate that with your ice trail or this. So it can completely negate fire. But moving on to earth. Now with the ice, with the primaries, you can see the earth actually does once again destroy the ice trail. It can be incredibly useful with the earth's long-range attack. So if someone's going over with ice, you just send that down their path and they won't see it coming unless they're paying very good attention. Now, no, it's... Oh, I did not know that, but you can shoot a frozen boulder by combining your two attacks. Once again, it will leave that little cloud to slow them down and eventually freeze them. And the boulder will destroy any ice. So really the only synergy, one of the synergies here, or interactions, this will be in bouncer. That's the synergy right there. Moving on. Stone Shaper. So these can all change as you get tiered up. New skills, you know, all that. Yeah, but I don't have a way of showing that accurately, like with all that. Moving on. Once again, you still got the fire one. Now with the wind. Nothing here. Just nothing theory. I'll wait till the tornado guns. The tornado is probably one of the best abilities for pairing, but it appears that the boulder is very powerful. I believe that's more powerful if you like command. Alright, so next is we have the tornado. Throw a boulder through it, nothing really happens. Same thing for if you send earth through it. No interactions there. Let's say you want to try with lightning. Once again, there's no interactions. Of course. Toxic, we already did. I don't know if you can make a toxic ball. I don't think I've tried that yet. I might have, I might have not. Fine. I did that in the wrong order. But the Earth technically has probably the most visible, like, it might have the It definitely does the most damage, but I'm not sure whether or not it has the most range. It actually doesn't have the most, but like, how much range compared to the others? Alright, up next, actually I think that's it. Frost did, fire did. And moving on, I guess. Again, I'm ready for this one. Alright, up next is Tempest. Which we've already practically done them all. Tempest, I mean. And Surge. Okay. Oh, that's something nice. I never knew that. That's nice if you want to evade. Boo 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 boo. 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 It's kinda like placing blocks to jump. Except temporary. I really don't think there's any interactions change. So yeah. That's the end of this video. Till then.